1st November, Tuesday. This is Cal once again. Is the November bull happening this year? Now, have you heard of this November bull thingy? I guess not, right? Now, a lot of people is focusing on the Christmas rally, the New Year rally, but not many people cover November bull. And I'll share with you in greater details later. But again, before that itself, right, I'm not inciting that there will be a bull market or a bear market, but I want to show some statistics. And of course, do make sure that you do your risk management. And thank you, AIMS, for the kind sponsorship. Now, before we get into the bull market, let's talk about Biden first. He has really made me very worried. You know why? Apparently, recently, just a couple of days ago, Biden claims that the Democrat campaign in the 54 states in 2018, oh my God, 54? I mean, seriously, I'm not an American, but I know my little geography, and I know that there are only 50 states in America. But very incredible, Joe Biden actually states that there's 54 states right now. And of course, the internet is going crazy on this, and everybody is asking, is he okay? So as you know, that there are 50 states and Washington, D.C., okay, yeah, the last two states that joined the union were Alaska and Hawaii. All right, so they came in 1959. So in short itself, there's only 50 states. So I just really wonder, is really Biden able to really continue in his current position now as the number one man of America? This is a real joke. Now, thank you so much, guys. I didn't expect you guys to, come on and really watch my video and took notice of that little segment itself, right? So let me just bring you live to what have happened. Okay, so during the video, all right, I mentioned that every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I will leave a interesting word at the top right corner of one of the PowerPoint slides. And as long as you spotted the words, you will just need to key right inside the comment box. And oh my God, there's so many of you actually doing that. Now, of course, the thing is this, okay? This is really incredible. Now, what will happen is this. I will be taking up your names and put it into a Wheel of Fortune game. And then on Saturday, I will pick the winner. Okay, so Monday you can do it, Wednesday you can do it, Friday you can do it. That means that if you do it like 3 days, you will definitely, get more chance, right? Okay, so the winner will come with me. We go for a very nice lunch, fully sponsored, okay, by one of our sponsor, and that is how we want to talk. We'll talk anything under the sun. We talk about market. You talk about anything, and the lunch is obviously free, okay? So we will let you know who's a winner on Saturday. All right, thank you once again. So only Monday, Wednesday, and Friday we have this thing. So today, don't have, okay? Today you can't find any word here, okay? All right. Now, the main thing is this. Will the Federal Reserve pivot on Wednesday? Now, the question is, why? I don't understand why. Apparently now the market is talking about it and it'll be continuous, and some people are even saying that, yeah, definitely will pivot on Wednesday. Now, pivot means that it reverse its existing monetary policy stance right now. Now, currently now we know that we are in a contractionary policy, and now the market is expecting an expansionary. I mean, seriously, the inflation is still high, my friends. This is ridiculous, okay? So, of course, we know that the market has rallied over the last 2 weeks because market is speculating that there could be a Fed pivot. But to me, it's all right. These are all the BS stuff that you get on internet. And, of course, that's how the market moved up recently. So, if let's say on Wednesday, there's no pivot, and if let's say the Federal Reserve stay hawkish, which I expect to happen, then I'm so sorry, the market will pull back. All right, undeniable. So Wall Street Journal is one of the mouthpiece of Federal Reserve. Okay, not a direct mouthpiece, but you can see every time when there's any article, I mean, they will be one of the first to get it. But yesterday, something changed over. Apparently, this guy, right, started to blast through on Twitter and says that there's a lot of reason that the Federal Reserve will not pivot, in a way. So they're saying that there's still a lot of problem right now, and there's no need to panic. Everything is there. So we should able or let the Federal Reserve do what they're supposed to do. And this is something interesting because we all know that, right, when Wall Street Journal says something itself, it's more or less what they're trying to say. So if the FOMC is in just 2 days time, I kind of believe that there will be no pivot, okay? And even Goldman Sachs has came in and says that most likely the Fed rate will peak only in March, and that's at 5%. Now, if let's say we do a 75 basis point this time around and another 50 basis point in December, that will give us about 44.5. So it's still expecting a 0.25 in January, and this March, then we can actually see a 5%. So the thing is this, if that is the case as well, will the stock market pull back? Yes, the market will pull back further. So that's why this guy Nick came online and says that the Federal Reserve can't risk not getting on top of inflation. Even though the risk of doing too much is a recession, the risk of not doing enough is that inflation just stays high and you have to have a bigger downturn later. I totally agree with this statement. And I just felt that this statement itself is going to be exactly what the Federal Reserve will say, or what Jerome Powell will say on Wednesday during the Q&A session, because you don't want to come to this point and let go. I don't think so, right? It doesn't make sense. So we can see right now, right, most of the consensus are saying that, right, the 5% mark should be the highest you should be going, at least for now. So from where we are right now to 5%, I think that is almost confirmed. So that is the reason why I felt that there will be no pivot. But then again, if there's no pivot, then would there be a November bull market? So that is where it gets interesting. Now, since 1950 to today, all right, that means 70 years of history. Apparently, this is a seasonal chart, and you can see from the very beginning of January till the end of December seasonal chart, there's only one way the Dow will go, and that's the reason why Dow Jones started off less than 100 in 1896 until to date is like now 30,000, right? So because every year, almost every year, the market is expected to go higher. Okay, so what I'm trying to say right now on a seasonal pattern, that after from start of November to December to January, usually these 3 months will be very bullish, okay? So that's the reason why you can understand why now Wall Street really wants to let things happen, and that is pretty clear. Then of course I did my own little research and I realized that, wow, interesting. So what I did was that since 2012, okay, we find all the November period for you, and undeniable since 2012, okay, 2013 to be precise, 2013, 14, 15 doesn't really happen, but October was a bull market. Then 16 was very bullish, 17 was very bullish, even 18 it was in between two big sell-off. It was bullish on 18, and then on the 19 was very bullish, and 2020 was absolutely insane. So what it's trying to say is that, right guys, that it seems to be that always in the month of November the market will be pretty bullish, okay? It's pretty bullish. But the thing is that, of course, we saw something change over back in 2021, whereby the market actually came off. But take note, after that itself, December, the market rallied out big time. So now what we can see on our screen is that we have a very massive movement for the month of October. This is one of the biggest bull in month of October. That was after a big sell-off. We can see the market ending closed down, which a lot of chartists was expecting the market to crash, but it didn't. So the question mark is that, what do you think, guys? What do you think? Do you think that this will continue to be the November bull market, or this will be the pullback? Now, of course, if history has shown us here, then that means that November could be a pullback. But the history from here until now, until here, this point, is been showing that, right, majority of the time the November bull is here to stay. So I'm going to make it very simple for you guys. You just have to watch November month today. Okay, as long as the market stays above the OP of the first day of November, then this is going to continue the November bull run. But if the market stays below OP, then that will stand for opening price, then naturally you're going to expect a pullback, because this is how I see it at the moment right now. Okay, and there's something interesting here itself. Now, before you get into like, wow, for sure there could be a big bull run, I want to bring you to attention on this particular chart. Now, this is the S&P 500 versus the JNK. Now, what is JNK? JNK ETF tracks the market-weighted index of high liquid, high yield US dollar denominated coupon bonds. Okay. Now, this is actually, a very powerful indicator, and I think that you should really watch this, guys. Okay, so what I'm trying to explain now, take a look, guys. You see that every time when this indicator, okay, hit a peak, right, you notice that once it hit a peak, the stock market will have a little bit more room to move higher. Can you see that? seemingly it's always like that. But if the indicator start to really go down, as you can see, well, every time the stock market will follow. Okay, so what I suspect now is this, guys. Take a look. We have it right now. We have a peak right now, and the stock market is not really reacting. So it's exactly what happened in the previous 3 occasions. So if I were to get it correct, okay, if this is continue to trade lower, that means that the boys are actually offloading this ETF, then very high chance the equity market will pull back. Okay, so we have the seasonal pattern calling for bullish market, but of course seasonal pattern cannot be like every time it will happen. But we have the JNK doing this. So if the JNK change direction and start to move higher, then I'm pretty confident that we will see a big bull market. Okay, so watch out for this and make your own decision call. All right, okay, pretty cool stuff, right? All right, so look at the charts right now for today. Let's bring it in. Now for the Dow today, you can see that we're at the start of the month, and of course it has crossed my 82.5% retracement point very nicely. So as long as the Dow Jones stays above 32,334, I believe that this is still going to sustain towards the upside, and of course the upside could be as high as 33,258. Okay, all right, now China market today has strongly recovered, as you can see, strongly recovered, but now it has tested my first technical point but pull back right now. And I just did for you guys yesterday. I didn't do it today. I done it. The next support level could be as low as 10,895. Okay, now I really think that we are really near a potential technical bottom for now on the China A50, but there are all news coming out from Fox North that, I mean, the saying that this the COVID cases is ongoing right now again, and a lot of cities are again shut down. So if this is to continue, this is not a good sign, right? And of course, judging from the common point that we have right now, it shows that there could be further downside for the China market. Okay, so this is something that you need to watch off clearly. All right. Now for today, for my TWB chart, I'm going to bring it to you right now live. Okay, you can see that the Dow Jones is still maintaining above the opening price and above MLP. So as long as the market stays above MLP, there's no much reason for the market to come down. Okay, KSI and KRW are all in the positive side. So unless the market breaks MLP and break pivot 2, if not, the upside is still very possible at 33,240. All right. The Nasdaq is now kind of sideways around this period, but incredibly, this is the BNB RL level, and the market yesterday pulls down perfectly and closed just here. So it shows that this technical point at 11,334 is very, very powerful support level. I'm gonna put it there just to make a gentle reminder to myself. So if the market touches this level, it will likely rebound, but if the market goes below it, then selling could bring it down to MA30. Okay. S&P 500, well, you can see that it's basically ding-donging exactly at my 3886, my BNB extension 1x1 area. So as long as the market stays above MLP at 3889, which is currently now, the market could go towards 3928. But again, if the market feels resisted, okay, and the KSI has turned red yesterday, then of course a pullback down to 3811 is all possible. Yeah. Now yesterday I missed out on Hang Seng. I'll cover a bit more on Hang Seng today. Now Hang Seng is still going to get it, guys. Now this morning it was a buy call because it was above pivot 1, above MLP. So once the market opened, it was a buy. Okay, immediately it was a buy. So from the opening price of 14,800, it shot up to 15,297. So it's about 500 points rally. But you can see that it's fizzling off, and if the market dropped below MLP, the selling could bring it back down to pivot 1. So traders, you need to watch out for this. Now Nikkei, we can see right now is moving higher. Why? Because the dollar is actually strengthening. Now let me bring the dollar chart in. Let me just give me a moment on this. Okay, just bring in the dollar chart. Okay, here we go. All right, this is the dollar chart. Okay, it has went up yesterday, the day before, and of course Now we have a bit of pullback at the moment, but of course this is ahead of FOMC. Now if the dollars have to move back again and cross the 111.86 marker, it will likely be testing 114 again. Okay, that's how I'm seeing right now. So there's a big movement here, and now to have a bit of pullback is kind of expected. Okay, now the difference on this chart here, I'll show you the 10-year yield. Now it's currently pulling back a little bit, and that's why the futures are moving higher right now for the equity market. But if later on, if this price pull back up again, that is a very, very bullish position. Okay, so that's why the Nikkei now is trading a bit higher at the moment right now. Crude oil has been very, very sideways for the longest of time. There's some rumors saying that Biden is going to hit the crude oil company hard, and obviously ExxonMobil is going to likely the earnings will be at least $20 billion. So that's why Biden really wants to tap on these guys and do some asking them to tax them. So that's why the crude oil price at the moment now is really ding donging on the sideway. Now the BNB RL, we can see right now over here, this is the resistance. That's about 88.50. The support level is incredible. It's always there at 84.22. So as long as the market stays around this area, the market is like it's good to sell here or buy back here. But if once the market cross above the RL, then the first target will be 92.80. If you break the SL, $80 flat is the target. Okay. Now, people have been asking me, is it time to buy some gold? And I've been telling you guys blatantly, the answer is no. I believe that once the Federal Reserve increase interest rates, the dollar will climb higher, and I believe that gold will come down. So I believe that gold will come down to this point here. That is a BNB SL, and that's about 1617 region. Okay, if you want to buy something like, for a short-term buy, you can try over here. But if the market actually goes down, then 1576 could be next. Now, silver is a good time to buy. I've been telling you guys, if you can buy silver at $18, it'll be a good bet. At the moment now, silver is pushing up, and you can see that the way it's moving is very clear. It's staying above the BNB RL level. So that means that $19 has become a new support level. Okay, every time it comes back down, the market shows buying interest. Now, between silver and gold, I prefer you to buy silver because I think the upside potential is much better. And of course, in terms of margin and versus the rate of return, I think silver plays a better bet. Okay, and last but not least will be the cryptocurrency space. Now the thing is that Ethereum is trying to move sideways right now. The KSI has turned red, so that means that there's some selling at the moment. So if you guys want to be careful, if the Ethereum is coming down, watch the Bitcoin. If Bitcoin is also coming down, more certainly can give us a heads up on what we may expect to see in the equity market. Because every time when the Bitcoin is going upwards itself, right, you will notice that the equity market will follow later. Similarly, if when the market is coming down, right, on its own, usually the equity market will also follow later on. All right, so these are very important information for today. I wish you all the best for trading. This is Kel signing off. See you tomorrow.